And we have also short duration add-on courses, which currently also we have advertised, that is travel and tourism, counseling guidance, and one more thing that was provided by the university is English language proficiency course, popularly known as ELPC. So now, not only in the entire country, but even in University of Delhi, a committee at University of Delhi is in action for the implementation of new education policy. The structure has so far not been provided to the department. It may come anytime, and it may be that the implementation will start from this year itself, 2021, of the new education policy. And we all know we have lot many webinars organized, and we know the structure of new education policy, 3 year, 4 year, and whatever it is. There will be no MPhil program. So currently, the department offers MA, MPhil. There will be 1 year, 2 year MA, and there will be no MPhil program. So under the situation, I organized first the departmental council, and then a series of open debate discussions, as well as national level conferences will be organized, workshop rather, on developing curriculum for various credit-based courses for the department. While talking to us, a brief thing that the department offers travel and tourism course. None of department has the course on travel and tourism. One college, that is College of Vocational Study, has course on this. So I was talking to young faculty today itself that travel and tourism can be 2 semester course for 1 year course, and this credit can be provided at undergraduate and postgraduate level is the one thing. Same thing was also given by one of another young faculty on the counseling and guidance. We may give the educational guidance or counseling title nomenclature may be there. Why I was thinking in terms of professional skill based courses on the one hand. On the other hand, the thing is not that whether we offer undergraduate program or not. Since once I talk about lifelong learning must have formal, informal, and non-formal learning courses. So, as a department of adult education or lifelong learning, what should be our interventions and how meaningfully academically we engage our scholars, our students, and our faculty and the entire system, so that our department becomes the main focus of lifelong learning. So two or three things I will quickly say that in new education policy we see multidisciplinarity, interdisciplinarity, that is the strength of our area, and this is the reason that our department provided the curriculum for 5 year journalism course university, which is running, and also a 1 year cybersecurity law course, which a college of University of Delhi is looking at. It was given in a view that this is a multidisciplinary department and this department can do. So this one of the area. Secondly, internationalization. I told one of my scholars, and I will take the help of Professor Shah and Professor Ambas also. I think Shalini is also linked here. We wanted to have the MOU with or without resources to all the lifelong learning institutions of the globe. And so I requested the scholar just to identify universities where these courses on lifelong learning is there in Europe, America, Africa, whatever it is, so that the department can develop the MOU for the faculty, for the students, whatever is possible for curriculum development, teaching, because the two things that the college teachers whom I interacted said that if you minimally utilize the fieldwork activity in your course and provide some kind of international opportunity, then you may be in a position to launch or pilot your undergraduate level thing. So it is only in pipeline that how the department will, launch its program in lifelong learning in the new education policy. We all are aware that department introduced master degree in 2013. It is also not very old. Our experiences by and large are very good. Our alumni are working here and there. Their report is very good. And now also we want to chip in with the help of our faculty, research scholars, experts in the field, that how much we can go up to undergraduate level, where are the core areas of our field, what are the generic courses we should take up, what are the skill-based courses that will take up. So this was just a simple background that I wanted to say, and I just now request maybe Professor S.Y. Shah to give his valuable input, maybe within 15 minutes or so. Then I will request Professor N.K. Ambas, and then the session will be open for discussion, for input for national and international level. So, Professor S.Y. Shah, sir, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Rajesh. As usual, you have taken the lead in thinking about developing a curriculum. Not many university professors are yet thought about it. So I congratulate you for your leadership and initiative in doing this thing. Developing undergraduate curriculum in adult and lifelong learning is a very challenging task. Why? Because there is no such course so far in any Indian university at BA level. You know, then I was looking at what type of courses we had as early as 1964, when India established the first university department of adult education in Rajasthan. They started with 1 year BA in adult education. It had 5 papers. The course ran for 1 year, 4 years. First year there were 20 students, second year 12 students, third year 6, fourth year no students. So the course closed down. That is the only experience India had in developing an undergraduate course in adult education. Now offering an undergraduate, program in adult education is very difficult because in India, undergraduate programs are generally offered in colleges. Very few universities have undergraduate courses like JNU, AMU, BHU, residential universities. Most of the places have affiliating colleges. So BA program is offered in colleges. So I don't think if we offer a BA program, then you need to have faculty in colleges also to teach the program. Then second, BA and MA are also interlinked because you have reduced 1 year of MA, you have made 2 year MA into 1 year, and 1 year has gone to BA program, making it 4 years. So we have to look at the curriculum of master's program in adult and lifelong learning in Indian universities. What aspects can be taken to undergraduate level? Then, after this teaching, then how to begin this program? Because there is no point in just starting a BA program without doing any market survey. Is there a demand for such a program? What would be the job openings for these people? We have BA history, economics, sociology. Now we see not many students are going. Many universities have also stopped taking that program. So we have to make a need assessment survey. We have to talk to industries, potential employers. We are planning to start a 4-year BA. Are you planning to recruit them? What are your requirements? So this survey, before we think of curriculum, we have to assess the need market. What type of job opportunities are available in the field of adult education. As of now, many adult education institutions which were thriving last 5 years, like State Resource Center, they have all closed down with the exception of one or two. And many universities don't have master's program. Many places, at one point there were out of 150 universities, 103 universities had adult education program. Then it came down to, last survey said only 30 universities have a program, only 10 or 12 universities have master's program in adult and lifelong learning. So we have to also make a survey why students are not coming to adult education for MA. And if so, if we offer a BA program, how we will offer. So before we discuss the curriculum, we have to do a real survey. We have to talk to policy makers, administrators, where are the job opportunities? We don't have the departments of adult education in universities. We don't have many research institutes which are offering jobs for adult education. There are no funds being given to NGOs. Many NGOs have stopped adult education because their source of funds have stopped. It is now very difficult to attract funds from abroad also because of FCRA rules. Many NGOs are being reviewed, so they are not getting funds. So we have to do a very brainstorming session with government, NGOs, and universities. Is there a possibility, will there be takers if we develop a design for undergraduate program in adult education? Then we also have to look at the master's curriculum. What aspect of MA, 2-year MA, will go down to BA, 1 year. So you have to condense 2-year program into 1 year, add 1 year. So a lot of exercise has to be done. Then suppose we design a bachelor program in adult education, employability has to be a very important criteria. No point in just giving a humanities course thinking that people will do research. Maybe out of 10, 1% may like to do a master's and do a PhD in adult education, take up a research career. But most of the people are looking for a job. What type of employment potentials are there? What are the employability? So Delhi University is already having 2 certificate courses in counseling and guidance, tourism and travel. So maybe if Delhi University is trying to start this program, they may have to start talking to their colleges. What type of courses you are offering? Like there is a college of vocational studies. They are also having some very good program at undergraduate level, BA vocational subjects. Then there is a Delhi government has also set up a university for skill development entrepreneurship. So they also have some program. So from the existing program, we have to identify which one can be linked and which colleges are equipped to offer this program. They are very essential because MA program is run at the campus. So if campus faculty, they are having 3, 4 faculty members. If the same faculty member has to teach undergraduate program, will they be able to go and offer in different colleges? And who are in colleges, are ready to teach this program? What type of students are willing to come? We have to do a lot of brainstorming before then only we can think of designing the curriculum. Curriculum will come at the last stage. This is not the time to think of curriculum. We have to see the potential of this course before we start the program. And we have to do a discussion with all the teachers of Delhi University. Are they prepared to offer such a program? I understand 1 or 2 undergraduate programs are taught by the faculty members in the university department, whereas the undergraduate program are offered in colleges, but university professors are teaching those things. So which college is ready to offer the program? How many faculty members are ready to go and teach in colleges? So a lot of things have to done. Right now, Delhi University has set up a committee for implementing new education policy. So this should be one of the important issues should be placed before the committee, that we want to start any new course before starting needs a lot of discussion. So in principle, okay, 3-year BA will become 4-year, and after 1 year you will get a certificate. After 2 years a diploma, 3 years a degree. After 4 years it becomes honors. So that is a very good thing, because in adult education, after 1 year, if you offer a certificate in adult education, there will be many takers, because we don't have any master's program, any certificate program in adult education by any university given so far. So BA first year certificate course in adult education will be very attractive. Many students would like to take only for 1 year, first year adult education certificate. They are not interested in BA and complete. So some who may do it may like to take a diploma also, 1 more year. Then some more people, maybe 10% will take a BA and another 5% will go for masters. So there will be good number of students, I feel, will come for certificate program, 1 year BA program if you offer in colleges. Then the content has to be also be related to job market, because at least 60% of this certificate program should be related to skills. What type of skills are required in the job market in the society? So after 1 year of this student will get a job. right now, IGNU 2-year master's program, they have designed in such a way. After 6 months, they get a certificate. After 2 semesters, they get a diploma. And then after 4 semesters, they get a master's degree. So we have a model. In IGNU, we have seen this 2-year master's program. Many students come for 1 year, 6 months only. They do a certificate, they don't continue for a diploma. Some students continue for diploma and they finish diploma, and some students still go for master's program. We have a model of certificate, diploma, and masters. So in BA, certificate program of 1 year duration offered by a colleges will be, I feel there will be demand, and provided if college located in a rural area offer similar courses which have a job market, colleges in urban areas will offer different type of courses. So lot of modules have to be developed in the certificate course. Definitely 50% should weightage should go to the foundational areas like psychology, sociology, economics of this adult and lifelong learning is important. Then more 50% has to be any skill. There should be options. At least 2 3 options should be given. Maybe one group of students can specialize in counseling and guidance. Lot of job opportunities are there. Then another group can go for travel and tourism. So another group can go for some other program. So each college certificate course will have 3 4 modules for option to students. Suppose in a college for a 1 year certificate program, 50 students take admission. 10 students will go for one skill, another 10 for another skill. So we have to have faculty who will come to teach. So we may also have to build in visiting faculty, because for this college cannot employ. And we also have to decide on the fees, because this will be a sort of, now government policy is to charge fees from the students, whether this course will be self-financing mode. So that is also to be a lot of discussion, are possible in this sort of things. And most important is you have to discuss with the teachers in the university whether they are willing to do this thing, whether there is a demand. Then we have to discuss with National Literacy Mission, government, what type of job will you recognize our certificate students to be a teacher, a coordinator for a continuing education center? Will you give them job in literacy centers? So a lot of discussions have to happen. Then I am sure, because we have enough time, this is just for beginning of the session, everybody is thinking. So let us hope that something good comes out. It is a very good initiative of, spreading out the BA into 3 4 parts: certificate, diploma, and graduate and honors. And then we can come to curriculum. What percentage of weightage has to be given to different skills? What are the skills? What weightage should be given? That will come, and how that will be offered. And something can be offered through distance models. Everything need not be face-to-face. Students may go to some industry. It may be also apprentice training, because a part of this will be, even now MA has a sort of field-based placement. So in a 1 year thing, 3 months student will be working in industry to get the first-hand knowledge of these things. So after this course, he will be absorbed in the job. So a lot of things have to be discussed. So I very much appreciate and congratulate Professor Rajesh for making a beginning by brainstorming the idea. So Professor Ambasht will have more ideas, because he was chairman of NIOS, which was providing a lot of employable courses for many people, and many others will also have their suggestion. Then we can come down. This is just a beginning, and many students will also have a say. So thank you, Professor Rajesh. I stop from here. I will join later.
Thank you, sir. You have opened a lot many areas for discussion and deliberations. So we'll certainly do take very valuable input of Professor N.K. Ambast. So, sir, Professor N.K. Ambast, so that we can have the discussion at later on. This is the beginning stage, as I already said. Sir, the department had just begun the discussion in the new education policy, and we wish that this discussion must go in a louder way. Two things specifically I wanted to say. When I discussed with too many principals, they first say that you have just to show your package. What is the package? What you are offering? Then we'll able to assess the situation. So unless you have something in your hand, some discussion, some debate, some concept, we can't able to proceed with the colleges. So this will be the very in our mind that what will go to to the committee to the new education policy, there must be certain debate and discussion, something in our hand, so that we that this is idea that has from our experts, veteran, and the faculty that we wanted to take up. Sir, Professor X. Sir.
Sir, there is a lot of background noise, sir.
That is
Think two of
Jaideep,
people are connected in this meeting that we
Jaideep,
talk together.
Jaideep, unmute yourself. Mr. Jaideep, unmute. Yeah. Well, do you have the floor?
sir, सर प्रोफेसर बस सर आपका डिवाइस है सर
Yeah. Okay.
हाँ एक डिवाइस शायद बंद पड़ेगा ये आ रहे हैं म्यूट कर ले
Oh.
हाँ जी सर नाउ इट इज ओके सर जी जी
Right. Okay. Thank you very much. This is adult education. Just now, you saw a demonstration of adult education. A PhD, a professor, a chairman, illiterate in terms of technological challenges that one is facing. And this brings you to an area that adult education is no more a kind of literacy, or it is a continuing education program at whatever level you are. And this needs to be impressed, which unfortunately to my mind is not being appreciated in the way it needs to be appreciated. The best of the most accomplished educationists today is illiterate in terms of evolving technology and evolving challenges that are coming up his way in terms of various applications, digital applications, etc., etc. So, nobody can say that adult education is redundant, only that if you change the name to lifelong education, most of the diffidence that comes from on the part of learners or the educational planners will go. So that is one point that I wanted to make. And if you want to have a detail on that, you may go to my YouTube, and my latest 1 hour presentation on this subject can be of some interest to you people. Now, coming to what Rajesh, Professor Rajesh is, sorry by addressing him by his first name, because I consider him to be a disciple of mine. I don't think you will take offense, Dr. Rajesh, but yeah, the point that you made with regard to introduction of courses like travel, tourism, etc., etc. I am aware that the Institute of Hotel Management Catering and the National Institute of Hotel Management Catering at Bhopal, they have programs on travel management, travel tourism, etc. And it's a quite an old program. I think about 15, 20 years back, this program was running, and it is still running. Because that Bhopal Institute became a national institute. So what is their course content? And how are you going to offer a program which is qualitatively different from them in terms of the present-day demands? So you will have to examine that whether the online booking, which was not part of that at the time I am aware of. It was about some 20 years back. The course, what kind of modification they have undertaken, what kind of modification will you need to make. So there is some kind of baseline there, but you will have to develop it. For instance, the online booking, online travel, online except for physically, the tourist physically coming to the place for tourism, everything is there. So what are the demands? And then in post-COVID era, what are the challenges that this industry will face or is facing? And how do you propose in your course to inbuild those content that you intend to put in so that tourism industry becomes very viable? Unless that industry becomes viable, the course will not be viable because nobody will take. So this has to be linked. And this is one A component. The other component, one is the basic component. Then as it evolves, what is the kind of mechanism that you are going to bring in so that the course is updated every 6 months or every 1 year? So this is something that you need to look at, before introducing, or you should be at least cognizant of what you are doing and what is the latest in the field. I am in total agreement with what Professor Shah has said. I don't see adult education courses that we intend to mount to be at par, like BA History or MA Economics or BA Economics, because these are they are not vocational program. And what you are doing is upgrading the vocational skill of your regular students, or you are kind of a bridge between the disciplines that are more traditional, physics, chemistry, mathematics, English, history, biology, etc., etc., etc. And you are taking them to applied side so that they become professionally competent and they become they upgrade their skills to become economically viable. So the content that you are developing is not only academic or theoretical in that sense, but how that theory is applied in upgrading the earning capacity, very crudely putting earning capacity, or getting employment, either employment or self-employment. So if supposing for a while that you are teaching, let me take the example of your travel tourism management. Whatever is being given there in the course is not, to my best of my knowledge, I may be wrong and I wish I am wrong, how to set up a tourism company is not there. The other components of how to attract tourism, how to book ticket, how to book hotel, how to transport them, how to accompany them to in the group travels, etc., are there. But how to set up a company? This will need input in terms of from Indian Institute of Management, business management. So what is the business management component that you are going to bring into this so that your course becomes a viable course, not only in terms of delivering the services, but also in terms of making yourself as a self-employed person. And related to Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now, if your course is providing avenues wherein you are giving in the software in terms of the content and processes, the theory of business, theory of tourism and travel, the implication of a good hotel, a hotel which satisfies the needs of the traveler, and yet it is in the budget. That's one component that may come there. But how to establish a company, how to become self-employed, how can you make yourself now with the so many proliferation of airports. There is a Buddhist circuit. Now there is another circuit coming up, Ramayana circuit. So in Ramayana circuit, if you are thinking of Ayodhya, a tourism package of Ayodhya, are you taking care? How will you take your people to Panchavati? What kind of course would you require? What kind of transportation would you require? How are you going to publicize the Ramayana circuit and bringing the Panchavati in it and making a very beautiful photograph of Panchavati so that the traveler is attracted? Now, this is the skill. This skill needs to be integrated in your course. What I lament most is that our courses that are made in the university structure syllabus, what you call syllabus or curriculum. Many people limit themselves to syllabus, but if you extend and if you really know the difference between syllabus and curriculum, then you make a curriculum. But that curriculum must be able to enable you to establish yourself in the profession, either as an employee or as an employer. I see a very great prospect of self-entrepreneurship, self-employment through such courses under the scheme of Atmanirbhar Bharat. So how are you going to dovetail the program with the structure of whatever mechanism the government program of Atmanirbhar Bharat is, funding, MSME, and these kinds of emerging programs which are stressing not on providing employment but providing opportunities for establishment of self-employment. So this needs to be considered very seriously. And I have I don't know, I mean, I may be very ill-informed, but I doubt that the universities are, higher education is addressing itself to this self-employment component, except for law and I don't know, medicine. Except for these two faculties, everybody is churning out employees, and those who have become employers, they have become employers by their own ingenuity, not by the training of the university, or whatever university it may be. So one has to change track. The opportunity is Atmanirbhar Bharat. So how are you planning in your courses that your course becomes attractive, that your course is a hot cake, selling like a hot cake. And unless your course is answering the emerging needs in the present context, where the employer and employees, this ratio is coming down. So you need to create more entrepreneurs. And for that, there are schemes which assist you to. So what component of MSME will you bring in your course? What kind of course component will be in Atmanirbhar Bharat? Are you going to take your syllabus from the objectives of Atmanirbhar Bharat and how to take advantage of the schemes? What kind of application you need to make? How you make? How much amount will you get? Where do you get your amount from? The bank? What would be the rate of interest? How you can generate enough money to pay back the loan and also be a profitable business. So if I'm taking the example of this travel and tourism because Dr. Rajesh mentioned it. So if we are going to establish a tourism hub, what are the emerging areas? Where are the prospects? So I see in the present setup, I see the Ramayan circuit is going to be a very, very big opportunity. So whether Delhi University course has a place for potentiality of Ramayan circuit. What are the new trains that are coming up for Ramayan circuits? What is the program? What is the fare structure? What kind of facilities this train will have? What is the air connectivity? How to group travel? What are the intricacies of group travel? If they are traveling in group, what kind of medical assistance would be needed? Where will they be needed? If I take all these things into account and build a course that, okay, Ramayan circuit is in travel and tourism, I am having a specialization in Ramayan circuit, then I will have all these informations, which will come handy for me when I go into the market after having done this course. I know that in Ajodhya, these are the hotels that are available. These are the dharmasalas that are available. When I move from Ajodhya to Prayagraj, this is the structure. From Ajodhya to I go to Chitrakoot. What are the facilities available in Chitrakoot? For instance, Chitrakoot doesn't have a very air-conditioned hotel except one big dharmasala. So this mapping should be part of a course content, a specialized course content in travel management and tourism on Ramayan circuit, one paper on Ramayan circuit. So this will be a paper if I were planning it, I would plan it that way. So that when my student goes out, he has got a goal. He has got a both as an employer and as an employee. So I think that we have to think de novo, out of the box. I don't know whether it strikes any sense of what I said, but I am looking forward to the horizon in which there is a rising sun. I'm not looking at the present day noon. No, I'm looking at the horizon which is going to be the morning sun of tomorrow, and whether I am prepared for that morning sun to offer my services so that it becomes fruitful. Thank you very much. If you want any further discussion, I am there. Thank you.
Professor N.K. Ambas, you have provided a very valuable input which required a thorough discussion and debate, and very important areas, for example, the issue of employability. For example, issue of core areas component that the department will take up under that. And it is the right time that we have started the deliberations, because on the one hand, new education policy committee is already working on that, and we wanted just to gauge that this department has also started the discussion, and certainly this discussion will continue to go on by involving the alumni, involving the corporates,
That's
industry,
good.
and even the government personnel like Atmanirbhar Bharat Sir. Certainly, we will like to have input. And one input that I would like to say, sir, that Vidya 2, which perhaps I have sent to our student and scholars, that university wanted to link. There also, we are providing our input, because the issue when the deliberation on the last point that I wanted to say, MA in lifelong learning was there, that during Professor Dinesh Singh's time, the issue of employability was there, and he said that it is not a matter of education department only, it is not a matter of university or any, but it is a matter of the country, of the globe, that the employment scenario and the area of employability. Some of them say when you develop curriculum, you keep something like coding also, because that is also part and parcel of lifelong learning. So what will be the direction? What will be the area? Somebody say you also keep NGO or corporate management kind of a thing. So we have not thought about that. It will be completely open. There will be a multidisciplinary areas and concept. And also, we say that maybe travel tourism, maybe counseling and guidance. Whatever the thing will be completely open, and we will have a series of discussion with that. So these two veterans experts in the field have provided their valuable input. Now I open the floor for the available participants, other experts who wanted to say, provided some light, wanted to add something. So the floor is now open. Yeah, please. Salini or anybody wanted to add something, please. Yeah.
Can I speak?
Yeah, Salini wanted to say?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I
please.
I completely agree with what Shah sir is saying, because these are also the most important concerns. Um, I think there is one more thing that we need to look upon, which Ambash sir pointed out, that we also need to look upon regularly finding out things. We cannot have a fixed curricula. We need to have it in a sustainable way. So we have to have one channel, which could be through research based papers or whatever, one channel that provides this sustainability aspect, where we have the space to to change the curriculum very fast, because otherwise we cannot compete with social work or other things. So we cannot have a fixed curricula in at least, say, 25% of the curricula. That is what I'm saying. But rest, I completely agree with everything. That first we have to have a need analysis and also a resource assessment about who can teach and what sources we already have, how much funding we will get, and then also about uh, who will hire our students, or what are the sectors that are having um, the most potential for our students, or should we create something for this? Can we associate with the government in relation to some policies, for example, have uh, MOU not only with universities but maybe also with the, say, the skill development department, or the department that takes care of the informal sector, or maybe international agencies like ILO, World Bank. They have a lot of projects, so that can also channelize our students to have some kind of jobs, or at least a very good exposure. Like if the person from our department goes to have an internship in a very local NGO where only two people are the staff, or if they go to ILO or World Bank office for even 3 weeks or 10 weeks, they would understand the difference, and maybe they have a better overview of things. So I think government departments, international agencies, if we are looking upon MOUs, not only universities but also these kind of organizations, which can give better opportunities to our students. That's what I have to say right now. And maybe today we are here, so let us agree that after 3 months we will come back with some kind of need assessment, or after 1 month we will come back with something concrete and not just leave it as a discussion.
Yes, thank you, Salini. You have provided your valuable input. It is a kind of endeavor that will have the need assessment sort also, that our student scholar will work out on that issue. Also, we'll have discussion with the NGO partners. We will also chip in some corporate, some entrepreneurship, some intervention. One or two things that Professor Ambas and Professor Saab said, that this is the time where employability has to be seen in a new dimension. The area, one of the areas Professor N.K. Ambas hinted towards Atmanirbhar Bharat. So employability, self-employability, internship. Why can't this place, the Department of Lifelong Learning, can be a place of innovation, can be a place of incubation, where you provide such kind of a opportunity, where we do not only provide literacy, but a long-term challenges, new opportunity, maybe coding or maybe other things that our new mind brings to that, and this becomes the hub of experimenting such opportunities by such as Salini said, by changing our curriculum, adding the new dimensions of that. So, floor is open. Others who wanted to provide immediately. Yeah.
Sir, Mani this side.
Money.
Sir,
Money, you introduce yourself first. Yeah.
sir,
Your
hello.
college also. Yeah.
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Mani Sagar, and I'm teaching political science in Shahid Bhagat Singh Evening College. And right now I'm doing PhD under Professor Rajesh sir. Uh, my area of research is English education, and in the global it is role of English in Dalit emancipation in the era of globalization. So after having this discussion, after listening this discussion, I found that possibilities of possibilities under of penetrating this uh, this department or opening this department at UG level, and I've listened Shah sir and Ambas sir, and they have given a very, and Shalini ji, they have given valuable inputs. But my, because it is my area of specialization or area of interest, I'm more interested in the third part, not in tour and traveling, counseling and guidance, but as Sir Professor Rajesh said that there was a part of this section is also a part of the department, English proficiency course. So I am more interested in this part. So sir, it is my suggestion or it is my observation that can we make this part as a part of our UG courses? Whether we introduce tour and traveling, we need English proficiency. Whether we go for counseling and guidance, we need English proficiency. Coding, English proficiency. And when we talk about employability, whether in private sector or in government sector, we need this English. So I always found, and even in other fields, startups and whatever Shah sir and Ambad sir said, we need English. And if we will make this English proficiency as a part of our UG curriculum, then I feel that it would be better for uh, all the courses we are going to introduce in future. So that is my submission.
Mani, you have hinted towards a very important point, you have hinted towards the mismatch also, because what people sometimes say, that what is the employer's requirement and what we are providing. That means it is not nowadays degree, diploma, or certificate, whatever we have, it is enough for the employment. It is only the minimum, what you call that course we have for applying the thing. But for getting the employability linking with that is a very important. And Mani, what you talked about English language,
Yes,
this is a kind of a soft skills, and soft
yes,
skills now even provided to various governments, to the engineers and doctors also, because you go to the market, you have to compete with social work, you have to
yes,
compete with education, you do not compete with adult education only. So
yes,
we need to have a soft skill negotiation, English language or whatever it is there. While I was talking to my faculty, one thing came to my mind, which will also be open, that whatever the course we will be offering, maybe English language, maybe to travel or tourism, maybe counseling or guidance, 1 or 2 unit depend upon the agreement. Certainly, that will be the linkages of our adult and life. For example, English language proficiency course. It will
yes,
start from the background of adult and lifelong learning, and its linkages with English language proficiency course. Unless we have a linkages, we will not be able to justify that why we are offering such kind of a course. So English language, which the course was given during Professor Dinesh Singh's times, will be a flagship program, and it will be
yes,
added in a very vigorously in entire term, in a soft skill kind of a thing in the course. So you have
yes.
hinted towards a very big background
Thank you, sir.
of what
Thank
we
you.
wanted to have take up. Yes. Anybody else, please?
Thank you, sir.
Our input, please.
Sir, can I speak?
Yeah, please. You first introduce yourself also,
Uh,
and you speak. Yeah.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm a PhD scholar under Professor Rajesh sir. I'm doing research on the need of technology in education, higher education. Sir, I fully agree with all the speakers on the need of linking jobs for the undergraduate level. So, for the aspiring students, those who are aspiring to do graduation, uh, India is a developing country, and we are facing the lowest employment problem now. So, everybody is aspiring to get a job. So maybe linking all this, the language in communicative English program, or tourism, travel tourism programs, other programs. Maybe what we should do is we should have we should get the government to link adult education program, undergraduate level program, for as a basis for employment for many jobs. For example, government is planning to start e-services. Already in some parts are there, e-services for the senior citizens, doorstep programs for the senior citizens and adults, so and widows and women. So these programs are especially the senior citizens, and even the programs like the agriculture ministry has a huge department for extension services. Extension services including the education on farming and farm technology through multimedia. So we could have these kind of programs linked for the if we keep adult education as the basic for applying for a job for extension services, applying for a job in e-services, e-governance programs. So then our departments will be in a demand. The students will say, yes, I want to go for undergraduate level in adult education because there is a job I can get with this. So I think the policy change has to be initiated. Maybe our department can do or university can do, making the government to think on uh, undergraduate level graduation in adult education as the basics for jobs in services, the computer centers like Akshaya computer centers, and for the services for the senior citizens. So I think some policy change we need to. Otherwise, if we make noise or this is useful for communicative English or for travel and tourism. Children will. My apprehension is children will go to the specialized programs like for travel and tourism. There is a specialized program. Communicative English, there are programs within the government are in specialized programs by British councils. So people may go there. If we get the government to earmark undergraduate degree in adult education is must for applying for a job in extension services jobs or in tourism program for a specific projects or e-governance programs or e-services program. That is my submission, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Vinay Joy. Sometimes it also happens provide very briefly. I would cite that our department was offering a course earlier. It is not there. Uh, Physiotherapy and sports medicine. It was a 3 months course offered in 700 rupees. Do you know? Lot many complaints. Even the complaints of MP came to Professor Pentel as a vice chancellor. Why the department is offering the course? What is the specialization? That course must be closed. Why it came to the being? Because some of our students doing the course and going to a very, very important place, and they were even placed because they had a certificate from University of Delhi. So the organization you are naming very important. You see, it was very difficult for me, even for MPhil and PhD faculty neighbor, because everybody wants that a degree must come either from DU, JNU, or such prominent organizations. So maybe such courses offered by any institution, private institutions or others, the name or brand name of university will certainly matter, whatever the things we offer. And in the course, science and sports journalism also, lot many like John Dayal, lot many journalists became the beneficiary of the course, and later on they joined. Even I remember during Professor S.C. Bhatia's time that the Science Congress, our short were providing input to the Science Congress, and lot many them even today remember that we have taken the input. So it was just a small thing that I wanted to say, that the brand name of University of Delhi, if offering the course, matters from that organization, and that mileage comes to our institution or organization. Yeah, thank you. Anybody else wanted to say anything? Any input, please?
May I say?
Yeah,
please. Nitish, please. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you so much, sir, for providing us this opportunity, because I think that adult education and the undergraduate program, we need to understand that what are the sociological foundations of the adult education, and the other thing is that what are the application things that we are looking for the adult education. So making the balance under both of the domain is one of the important things. I'm totally agree with Dr. Salini saying that she was saying that yes, we need to have the 25% curriculum, which may be in the basis of that, which may be the demand-based basis. So I'm totally agree with Salini Singh. And also, the thing is that when we are launching this undergraduate program, we need to have the four different kinds of skill settings that we need to understand that what are the more suitable skill settings needed to be provided by what needed by the students, and what are the resources and the available infrastructure in our university that could be under the consideration while providing such courses. So it is also very important. And at the same time, Ombudsman say that general financial applications and all these kinds of the thematic courses, which is very much employable, is needed to understand while going to implement or formulate the curriculum. So, my biggest worry is that how to amalgamate the different aspects under adult education undergraduate program, like the foundational sociological thing, and the other one is the application, and the third one is that apprenticeship apprenticeship program, or you can say that a field work is very much vital under adult education. So how to amalgamate these kind of the things under the curriculum? So one of the biggest challenges there. So yes, I know that before considering or formulating any undergraduate program, we need to have the huge discussion, or as well as the ground zero scenario, to know that what are the main demands of the market and the society. So balancing the social aspects as well as the applicable aspects is one of the important challenges under the undergraduate program. Thank you.
Thank you, Nitish.
You market-driven course, and earlier NK Ambast said lot many things. You see, a lot many challenges before our research scholars, because you know that number of faculties are less. We will be giving more challenges and opportunities to the younger faculty, and I consider researchers are also the younger faculty and prospects of tomorrow. No, you may laugh, but when I entered in the system, I said that I will be retiring in 2026, 2026 में. But before retiring, it was my, you may laugh now, that I wanted to see the department of at least 25 faculty members, because at the time of Vatia, 10 positions came sanctioned project. When we are 4 professors, we are only 6. That's a matter of worry how it will increase, what will be done in circumstances. So that is also a thing. So a market-driven course will certainly be the thing that we will be doing. We will have our interface with NGO, with the corporates and other university faculties at the colleges also, before doing the course component, other things, you see. Yeah. Anybody else wanted to add something, please? Any from any our research scholar, anybody wanted to add something at this juncture? Deepak, I see you. No, I don't think so. If we do not any, I will certainly my resource persons, the veterans of the Professor S.Y. Shah and Professor N.K. Bust, for us the for future. When I begin the session, I told the faculty members also at undergraduate level that unless we begin something, the result will not come. That problem was there at that time also. We took 10 years to start our master degree. And our endeavor that when our 4 professors, 2025 and 2026 retires, before that what is the new thing that we give to this small department, and how it becomes handing over our charges completely to the younger or the new faculty. We will try our best to see that the four regular faculty joins at the earliest time. It will also be thing. Also, we'll see that how research scholars can be engaged as a best faculty, can be engaged in the colleges also. Because also, it is also my endeavor to see that how this lifelong learning becomes a teaching process also here also. Otherwise, why we are offering a postgraduate program, why we have MPhil and PhD, and why net in adult education. It is there. Maybe 1 person is employed, maybe half person is employed, but teaching profession should also be there. Maybe at least for one research scholar or two research scholars. We also know the challenges that the number of departments are coming down, but also, as said our experts, that we see the departments like anthropology itself, from where the current vice chancellor is, Professor Joshi, they offer the undergraduate program from the department itself. Later on, Hamas in colleges for the program is just only the registration. So registration is there in the college, but they are coming from the department itself in anthropology and geology, Bhugarv Shastra. There are some languages department also where such opportunities are there. We'll see that how all these things are implemented, and here regular faculties are already overburdened. I will try to see that how much research scholars who have the future prospects in their life at national and international level, they are completely engaged in the academic and research endeavor of our department, and want to see that how our programs are linked with the various government programs. Professor Ambas also hinted at lot many things. Are the lot many? What I see, sir, that I see lot many opportunities to work. I do not see that opportunities are not there. But if I say that how much opportunity you avail to my department, I will say only 5%. 95% we have not availed that opportunity because the research scholars may be more in the department, but what they are doing, how much they have important. So I think, sir, I will not say too much at this time, but the discussion will remain continue. I also tried to discuss with the chairperson of the new education policy of the university. One or two members are already briefed about the intent of the department, that it may be that some of the courses may be given for 1 year, 2 year, travel or tourism, maybe counseling and guidance, which are the professional courses, maybe geo management. And I told some of the researchers, you get the courses for 3 or 6 months, you become the coordinator and you work on the behalf of the department. The department will provide the opportunity, the regular faculty will just after. So depending upon how much out of box we come out, the researchers, the success will depend upon both. We as a senior faculty, we call in terms of age, we certainly try to provide you the guidance in terms that it will be open for each and everybody, that how the new things come from the department. What I see, that the new education policy, maybe multidisciplinarity, internationalization, maybe internship, maybe field work, all the opportunities which the department already provides, which is the part and parcel of the new education policy of the government itself. So lot many opportunities are there, and I'm highly thankful to two of our very senior veteran in the field. Again, I name them and I thank them, Professor Elsa, Professor N.K. Ambas, and I also, I think, thank Salini, a very young researcher in the field, and I take also help while developing the curriculum. and our research scholar who joined and provided their valuable input. This is the big end of. Thank you. Miles to go before end the program.
Sir,
Thank you.
before
Thanks a
you
lot.
stop,
Yeah, please.
can I say some, Sir Swan
Yeah,
wants to give an
please.
input. He has been
Please,
sitting and
sure.
listening to us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dear colleagues, thank you for giving me the right to say a few words. It has been a
Thank you,
pleasure.
sir. I wanted to call you at some other time, but once you are there, it is we are really we will be blessed to see Professor Soren. And I will just one sentence that I remember the day when we were introducing MA lifelong learning, and you were there for 6 months, and I'm not in a position to provide you a table and chair. Now, table and chairs are there, sir, but program to accommodate person like you. Soren August LRS, we welcome you, sir. Please provide your input.
Thank you. This little input is about a few words that I hope that you would include in the description of the aims that the masters will try to complete it. And these words are problem-based learning. Problem-based learning, and my argument is we don't know the problems of tomorrow, but we know that there are problems. So if we use problem-based, we are sure that we are delivering something that is needed by the society of the future. So I repeat, problem-based. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank. I really thank everybody, especially experts, Professor Soren, joining for this very important event. I will see that I will give him a platform where he can provide his valuable in course of time, where the discussions will held. I will certainly involve and engage Professor Soren also in course of time. Sir, thank you all. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you for
Thank
valuable
you.
session and comments.
Thank you.
Looking forward to see
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks
Thank you.
all. Thank you, sir.